Section 1. So, you think you know Malaysia? Spoiler alert, you don't. Not really. Not in the way you might think. When Malaysia comes to mind, you probably picture the iconic Petronas Towers, the electric pulse of its cities, and of course the irresistible aroma of street food wafting through the air. Maybe you imagine a place where modernity and tradition blend seamlessly, where every corner offers a new flavor or a dazzling sight. I landed expecting a cosmopolitan adventure, city shoes on, credit card ready, and a checklist of must-see urban hotspots. I was prepared for neon lights, shopping sprees, and late-night eats, but Malaysia, as I quickly learned, is a master of surprises. It has a trick up its sleeve that most travelers never see coming. Just when you think you've figured it out, the city's rhythm fades, and you're drawn into a world that feels untouched and wild, a place where skyscrapers give way to ancient trees. Suddenly, you're trading in your morning latte for leech socks, and the familiar hum of traffic is replaced by the chorus of cicadas and the rustle of unseen creatures. The jungle isn't just a backdrop, it's an invitation to step out of your comfort zone. It's a bait and switch. One moment you're sipping cocktails on a rooftop, the next you're stepping into a rainforest that's been here for millions of years. My expectations? Completely upended in the best way possible. Instead of polished marble floors, I found myself ankle-deep in mud, surrounded by a jungle older than the Amazon. Here your phone is just a paperweight, but every leaf, every sound, feels alive with possibility. The shift from city to jungle is so abrupt it's like cultural whiplash. One step, and you're in a different world, where the rules, and the pace, are completely different. Malaysia is a country with a dual personality, sleek metropolis on the outside, wild, untamed heart within. It's a place where opposites don't just coexist, they collide in the most spectacular ways. The real magic? It's hidden in the tangled vines, the misty mountains, and the rivers that wind through the rainforest, holding secrets older than memory. Here you'll discover stories that never make it into guidebooks, and meet people whose connection to the land runs deeper than any city skyline. Their wisdom and traditions are woven into the very fabric of the forest. The Malaysia you think you know? That's just the opening act. The real show begins when you step off the beaten path and let the wild in. So buckle up, because this is where the adventure truly begins. The journey ahead is unpredictable, thrilling, and unlike anything you've ever experienced. And trust me, you're not ready for what's next. Malaysia is about to rewrite everything you thought you knew about adventure. Section 2. Welcome to the jungle. It's more than just big trees. This is a world where every sense is heightened, and every step takes you deeper into a living, breathing time capsule. Taman Negara, 130 million years old, older than the Amazon. Imagine a place that has survived ice ages, shifting continents, and the rise and fall of civilizations, all while remaining lush and wild. Entering it feels like time travel. The air is thick, humid, and alive with the scent of earth and flowers. Every breath is heavy with the perfume of ancient life, and the ground beneath your feet is soft with centuries of fallen leaves. Sunlight barely reaches the ground, it's a green twilight. The canopy above is so dense, it creates a world of shadows and emerald light, where the day feels like dusk. The trees are giants, their roots bigger than apartments. Some trunks are so wide, it would take a dozen people holding hands to encircle them. These ancient sentinels have watched over the forest for centuries. Flowers like the rafflesia, huge, red, and smelling like rotten meat, remind you this isn't your average garden. Here, even the flowers are wild, strange, and perfectly adapted to their world. Here you're not just surrounded by nature, you're dwarfed by it. The scale of everything is overwhelming, making you feel both insignificant and privileged to witness it. Every inch teems with life: vines, ferns, glowing mushrooms, armies of ants. The forest floor is a mosaic of color and movement where even the smallest creatures play a vital role. It's nature's city, ancient trees instead of skyscrapers, ants instead of traffic. The jungle pulses with energy, a metropolis built by millions of years of evolution. This isn't just a collection of plants, it's a living, breathing system where everything has a role. Even the bloodthirsty leeches are part of the balance, reminding you that survival here is a daily challenge. Walking here is humbling. This place has thrived for millions of years without us. It's a reminder that nature's timeline is far longer than our own and that we are only visitors. The soundscape is a constant hum, chirping insects, distant birds, rustling lizards. Every sound is a thread in the jungle's endless song, a symphony that never truly stops. It's not silence, but a living, breathing quiet. The peace here is active, filled with the subtle rhythms of life. You notice the details, delicate butterfly wings, intricate spider webs, the creativity of nature on full display. Every leaf, every drop of dew is a tiny masterpiece. It forces you to slow down and pay attention. In the jungle, patience is rewarded with wonder, and curiosity leads to discovery. The jungle is the planet showing off, and it's spectacular. Every sunrise over the canopy is a reminder of the world's wild beauty and resilience. You realize how small you are, and how much you've missed. The forest invites you to reconnect, to remember your place in the web of life. This is more than a forest. It's a living masterpiece, a testament to the power and creativity of nature. And you're just a guest, lucky enough to witness the magic, if only for a moment. Section 3, the Symphony of the Rainforest. Who needs Spotify? Imagine stepping into a world where music isn't streamed but surrounds you, alive and ever-changing. The Malaysian rainforest has its own 24/7 soundtrack, a living orchestra that never takes a break. By day, it's birds, monkeys, and cicadas, a wild overlapping festival of sound, each creature adding its own unique note to the symphony. Gibbons whoop like opera singers, hornbills honk overhead, and insects buzz relentlessly, creating a chorus that's both chaotic and harmonious. At night, the concert changes. Crickets, frogs, and mysterious clicks fill the air, weaving a new melody under the cover of darkness. It's eerie, magical, and impossible to ignore. The rainforest's music is a living, breathing thing, pulsing through the trees and mist. In the West, we crave silence. Here, noise means life. The constant soundscape is a reminder that the jungle is thriving. The louder it is, the healthier the jungle. Every chirp, croak, and call is a sign of abundance. You start to recognize calls: a monkey's alarm, a frog's mating song, the warning of a distant bird. Each sound tells a story. The jungle's language is ancient, and you're just learning to listen. It's a skill, tuning your ear to the rhythm of the wild. At first, it's overwhelming, but soon, it becomes your background music, a natural soundtrack that soothes and energizes. When you leave, the city's silence feels empty, almost unnatural, as if something vital is missing from the air. You miss the chaos, the symphony, the wildness. The jungle's music lingers in your memory, calling you back. The jungle rewires your brain. You learn to listen in a new way, to appreciate the beauty in every sound, no matter how small. Spotify, suddenly it feels a little dull, a little too predictable compared to the wild unpredictability of the rainforest. The rainforest music is alive, unpredictable, and unforgettable. It's a soundtrack you can't pause or replay. It's the sound of life itself, a reminder that you're part of something much bigger and wilder than yourself, and you'll never hear silence the same way again. The jungle's symphony changes you long after you've left its embrace. Section 4. Meet the neighbors. The Orang Asli. Deep in the forest live the Orang Asli, the original people of Malaysia. Their connection to the land is profound. The rainforest is home, supermarket, pharmacy, and church. They read the jungle like a book, knowing which plants heal, which feed, and which protect. Their knowledge is passed down through generations, a living library of survival. Life is simple, but rich, in community, wisdom, and respect for nature. Homes are built from bamboo and leaves, blending into the forest. They hunt with blowpipes, take only what they need, and ensure the forest endures. For them, the forest is sacred, a provider to be respected, not conquered. It's a perspective the world could learn from before we lose our own wild places. Now let's talk about food. In Malaysia's jungle, dinner is whatever the forest offers. Wild ferns, river fish, and yes, insects are all on the menu. Watching a guide eat a sago grub like it's a French fry, that's a cultural challenge. The Orang Asli cook with bamboo, nature's Swiss Army knife. Rice, fish, and water go into a bamboo stalk, then straight onto the fire. The result? Smoky, simple, and delicious. Every meal is a direct result of your effort and environment. You catch the fish, you find the plant, you know exactly where your food comes from. It's honest, direct, and deeply respectful. Our own food habits, plastic-wrapped, processed, and distant, feel disconnected by comparison. Here, food is about survival, ingenuity, and gratitude, even if it sometimes wriggles. It's a taste of a different reality, challenging but rewarding. You leave with a new respect for what it means to eat from the land. And maybe a story or two about eating bugs. Every culture has its rituals. In the jungle, rituals are about survival and community, not just tradition. A healing ceremony isn't just medicine, it's a spiritual event. The shaman chants, the community gathers, and the goal is to restore balance for everyone. These rituals connect people to the land and each other. They thank the river before fishing, the forest after a hunt, and mark life's milestones with ceremony. It's not just symbolic, it's essential. Witnessing these moments is powerful, even if you don't understand every word. It makes you rethink what's truly important and what rituals really mean. In the West, healthcare means doctors and prescriptions. In the rainforest, the shaman is healer, guide, and keeper of ancient wisdom. Illness is seen as a loss of harmony, cured with plants, chants, and spiritual balance. Many remedies work, modern science is only now catching up. Their pharmacy is the forest, their clinical trials thousands of years old. Healing here is personal, rooted in community and meaning. It treats the soul as much as the body. It's a reminder that wisdom comes in many forms, and sometimes the best medicine is connection, to nature, to tradition, to each other. One of the best parts of travel? The awkwardness. In the Malaysian jungle, cultural gaps lead to hilarious, humbling moments. Try explaining Twitter to someone who talks to real birds. It doesn't translate. My job, talking to a glowing box about news, made no sense here. Their world is just as mysterious to us. A simple snare trap is engineering genius. My city brain was useless in the jungle. These moments of confusion are where real learning happens. It's not about whose way is better. It's about seeing new ways to live and think. Laugh at your own ignorance, and be open to new perspectives. These stories are better than any souvenir. They stretch your mind and deepen your appreciation for humanity's diversity. So, what is Malaysia? Skyscrapers and shopping malls? Yes, but also ancient rainforest and living tradition. It's a country of contrasts, modern and ancient, city and wild. Most people know little about Malaysia, judging it by its skyline. But the real story is in the jungle, in the orang asli, in bamboo-cooked meals, and the dawn chorus of gibbons. This journey is more than a holiday, it's an education. You arrive a tourist but leave a student, changed by what you've seen. Muddy boots, leech scars, and a new perspective. These are the real souvenirs. Next time you travel, go somewhere that challenges you. Go to Malaysia. Don't just stay in the city, find the real jungle. It'll be eye-opening, humbling, and wildly entertaining. And don't forget the leech socks, you'll need them.